warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil mursalin wa ala alihi wasahbihi. Okay, as the saying goes, man proposes, God disposes. I was supposed to be in the other room. Now I have to shift to this room with a bigger crowd. Alhamdulillah. So we can only plan there is a bigger planner. Anyway, I would like to share with you today my presentation. Hopefully it won't take very long. Okay, because I know I'm standing between you and lunch. Just to share with you what I did in USIM, and I teach physics, and this is my mobile learning flipped classroom concept. I share this presentation with another physics lecturer, Dr. Zulistiana. But before that, I have to say that I have been in USIM for the last 28 years, and I just joined USIM in the last 5 months. Okay, so you have heard of flipped classroom? Yes. So let me ask you a question. This is my basic question every time when I do a presentation. Tell me what I did just now. What did I do? When you make a presentation to your student, if nobody paying attention to you, you blank the screen so that they look at you and not look at the screen. What did I do? What did I do? What did I press? What did I press? I press B for black. When I press again, it comes white. I press W, it becomes white. So if I press W again, it comes back. So you can use this technique in your classroom. This is PowerPoint 101. Okay, so abstract, you don't have to read because it's already in the abstract book. Now, I have a premise. We start with the premise. The premise is that in 1991, lama 23 years ago, Bates, a big name in distance learning, argues that students in conventional institution, he said, for both conventional and distance learning students, by far the largest part of the studying is done alone, interacting with textbooks and other learning media. He said this 23 years ago, and it is probably more true now. Yeah, people use a lot of media. Now we also have a different kind of learner, not like when we were learners before. We had to sit on the floor, we use a blackboard, whiteboard. Now, we may be old, but our students are not old, and they are what we term as 21st century learner, where they are mobile, they are on the move all the time. They can walk, talk, eat, hear, and write all at the same time. Yeah, you can walk, and then they have headphone in the end, they can they do 5 things at the same time. This is a 21st century learner. Okay? Now we are in a time where content must go directly to the learner. Okay? Now we are looking at personalized content and environment, so our content must change. We have to now start chunking our content. Now the landscape has become ubiquitous, means you can learn something anywhere. Yeah? Classroom is no longer relevant. So now we have to go for enrichment in learning experience and enhancement in knowledge retention. This is our job now. This is the demand of the 21st century learner, which is very different from our demands a long time ago. So I'm going to share with you a brief history of the use of SMS in education, my experience, what I did in USM in 2008. I was teaching physics, optics, GIF 212. So and this is for the distance learning student. Yeah, means they go to work like you and me every day, and they come back at night, then only they start to study, and sometimes they don't even open the module, not even once in the whole week or 2 weeks. So now, what I do is, I try to incorporate the use of SMS to incorporate some pacing of content to them. So what I do is to send them 1 SMS per day, from Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So this is exactly the same content in the book or module, but in sequence. So even if they did not open the module for the whole week, 5 pieces of content will go to them. Okay, so 1 day, 1 SMS. So if you look at the message, very straightforward. This is a course called optics. First message on dispersion, concern. Okay. If in an exam, I were to ask them, what is the definition of dispersion? The first message is the exact answer. Okay. Second, third, fourth message are the characteristics of normal dispersion. If I were to ask them in an exam, give me 3 characteristics of normal dispersion, message number 2, number 3, number 4 are the exact answers. It's the same content that can be found in the book. Okay, so now they have no time to open the book, so the content from the book go to them. So, I'm giving them content. Same thing that is found in the book. So this is what the message looks like. This is week by week message that I prepare in advance. In fact, if you look at, lajunya. Oh, very fast. If you look at this, these are all typed on the handphone. Yeah, all this equation, blah, 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 is all typed on the handphone, and this refer to, let's say, definition of something, page 78, page 78, page 78, this refers to the page in the book. Okay, so when you look at the message, they can open the book, whatever, so it's not, okay. And the whole idea is to deliver content in the form of SMS directly to the student. We don't want the content to be stuck in a textbook, or stuck in a CD, or even stuck in a website. So we take it out, chunk it, send it to the learner in terms of SMS messages, and both the web page and SMS can be accessed by the learner via the mobile device. Too fast? Okay? Okay. So I actually won we won a small award because of this project. Won a winner of Asia Pacific Mobile Learning, blah blah blah, whatever. Okay. Also we use our handphone. Also won another award in 2010, E-Award India, for Open Distance Learning Initiative of the Year, and another one in 2011. We use mobile device to teach parents of deaf children. Deaf children go to school in the morning. Go home, they cannot talk to their parents. The parents don't know sign language. So we teach sign language through SMS to the parents at home. So word by word. So what I'm going to share with you is what I've done in FST in the teaching of physics. So basically, I'm addressing two courses. One, SFB 1012, Electricity and Magnetism, which is handled by Dr. Zulistiana. And me, I teach final year nanotechnology. I only have 15 students because it's a final year course, and Dr. Zulis has 80 students. This is I share with her. So I'm going to show you what I did. This is what it looks like in terms of the SMS message that I sent to them. Same as what you saw just now. Okay? So now, this is what the student received from me on their handphone, which I send every day. Now WhatsApp is free. When I started in USIM, I was using SMS, I have to pay. Now it's free. They are not expected to answer. I don't want an answer from them. I send them a message week by week. So this is the kind of message that they get and they read. And this is the pedagogy of the SMS. Okay, they receive the message. They have to read the message. This is the pedagogy. This is what this is what I instruct to them. Get the message, read the message, then copy the message somewhere. I don't care where. On the wall, on the floor, in a book. I don't care where they copy, because they must at one time read and write. Because in an exam, they're going to write, not type. Or not just read. Yeah? They don't tell me the answer verbally. In the exam, they have to write. So I must have some coordination between the eyes and the hand. So they read and they write. Okay? And they store the mobile message in the device. So for the learner, I only ask for 1 to 2 minute investment a day. That's it. It's just like receiving a love message. Yeah? You only read for 1 minute. But you think you remember it for the rest of the day, you remember it for the rest of the month. You will be reading the message over and over. Same message. You'll be reading over and over again because it's very specific. And knowledge retention is very high. Okay? Then, the same messages, the same block is uploaded in the portal, in the goals portal of my course, 1 week after. And some messages are linked to further content. So this is the flip. Okay, it can be a PDR, OER, a PDF, OER, a video, an URL, journal article, and this is followed by quiz and discussion in class. So this is the flip concept. You send some content, then you come back to class and do some quiz and discussion. Okay? So, this is what the SMS looks like in gold. So you can see from here that there are links to further content. So they can either access this content from their mobile device, or they can go to goals on the PC, and when they click, it is linked to an article. Okay, so this message here is linked to an article, chemical nanotechnology from molecule to application. So they have to read. These are final year students. No more low order taking order. This is high order. They have to read themselves, synthesize the information. We come to class, we discuss about it. Okay, so they must have the ability to read and synthesize the paper. So I'm linking SMS message to content on the web. Either they go to the web or they access the same content on the web through the mobile device. I don't care how they do it. Okay, because the future of learning is now different. Okay, the future of learning is now, I highlight 3 words because it relates to exactly what I've done, because it's now personalized. Personalized because the learning tool is in their pocket. It's in your pocket. You don't have to go to a lab, you don't have to go to a cyber cafe, you don't have to borrow it's just like now, what is in your pocket here. Same. Both are tools. Okay. And mobile, anywhere, balik kampung, pergi overseas, toilet, whatever. Some people take handphone to the toilet. I don't know why. Maybe send private messages. And then ubiquitous means anytime, anywhere. Okay? And these are the other parts of learning, which is social, connectivity, communication, collaboration, creation, tribal, same group of students, all wear black, go one group, or same kind of hair, go one group. Tribal, they're very tribal. And they have personal technologies. And learning is now not just about chalk and talk, it's about listening, it's augmented, it's visual, it's virtual, it's sharing, it's tagging. So this is the kind of thing that must be on our mind when we are designing our content now, not just the traditional manner. E-learning is looked in a very big context now. Yeah, e-learning that has to be ubiquitous, e-learning that can be tagged, can be shared, can be, they say now, the reality now is virtual. Have you heard of that? The reality is now virtual. Ada lagi tak? So in conclusion, the future of learning is now personalized, mobile and ubiquitous. Now we have a plethora of resources available to the learners. Actually, your learning curve is not so steep because you do not have to learn Java, you do not have to learn HTML, you do not have to learn animation, simulation. You can find everything on the internet. Just don't take people's work and say it's your work. Yeah, just quote the source. In fact, if you use people's work and you tell them, I use your work, they'll be very happy. Okay, this is the whole point of internet, which is the short form for international networking. Okay, cuma jangan cilok, jangan ambil orang punya harta, kata kita punya harta. So, in my opinion, SMS can be an innovative, cheap pedagogy to facilitate learning at the first stage. Okay, at least learning is continuous. It's very simple. Sometimes you want to cancel a class. What do? Send message to goals. Write a message, put on the door. They are in bed. They have to come to class, look on the door, class cancel. But if you send a message to them, they come out of bed, read the message, today class cancel, close the phone, tarik ke selimut, tidur balik. Correct? Did you wish good luck to your student before the exam? How do you wish them selamat menju jaya? I pray for your success in your exam. Put notice on the wall, send to go. Dia dah balik kampung dah, tak boleh buka dah internet. Send a message, every student will get a personal doa from you for good luck in the exam. So, I think SMS has very high potential that we can use in many ways, psychologically, educationally, and this is all I got to share with you today. So if you want to do some SMS project, I think we can do a lot to write about, a lot to publish. I'll be willing to share with you what I've done. And there are so many, I do physics, we can do everything else, management, blah, blah, blah. It's not an app, but it's the same concept. It's small information that can be given to the student. And based on the message that they get, they can sit in a cafe and discuss about it. You can instruct them to do that, and then we come to class and have a further discussion about it. Okay? So with this, thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.